5 points of this present administration. I made it public here on the 3rd of January that the Bani language will be vigorously pursued and revived in Opobo Kingdom. So we give you all the supports, and it will gladden the heart of Honorable Professor Dagogo Michael Fumra in his lifetime that the Bani language, especially in Opobo and Boni, is revived. He had done so much to it. I recognize that, and I give him that, dedicate this program, this one now, to him. So if you are doing any write-up, please dedicate this project to Honorable Professor and the others who have done so much in the past. We wish you well. We will give you every support. In fact, I will direct the Alapo and the heads of Polo and working houses to please announce it in their various meetings of this month that Opobo will start the Bani language by the help of the University of Science and Technology and TED Fund. We will contribute if the funds that, as my sister mentioned, that is quite inadequate. The kingdom will, as a milestone, seeing what we are doing, we will make out the budget to make sure that we support you. Thank you very much for coming.
The man that spoke in that video is called Alabo Charles Mark Pepple Jaja. He is the king-elect of Opobo Kingdom. He is the 6th king that Opobo Kingdom have produced. He said that they will introduce Ibani language in Opobo Kingdom. Ibani is a dialect of Ijaw language. Opobo is an Igbo kingdom located in River State, very close to the Atlantic Ocean. The language of Opobo is Igbo. Majority of Opobo people speak Igbo language. Now let's talk about the history of Opobo. Who founded Opobo? Listen and pay attention. Mbanaso Okwara Uzurumba was born around 1820 in Amaibo, modern-day southeastern Nigeria. Amaibo is an Igbo community located in Imo State. By the age of 12, he was kidnapped and enslaved. Mbanaso rose through society, gaining a reputation of being honest and of keeping his word and becoming a successful businessman. His business dealings included working with the British. He was chosen as chief. He had the title of Juboga, which his kinsmen shortened to Jojo, and Europeans shortened to Jaja. What they said there is the brief history of the man that founded Opobo Kingdom in River State. The man that founded Opobo Kingdom is called Mbanaso Okwara Uzurumba. He is later called Jaja. That King Jaja of Opobo that you are hearing, now that Mbanaso, an Igbo man that they talk about. This was how he founded Opobo. They said Jaja was originally born Juboga, born in Umuduroha, Amaibo, in Igbo land, and sold at age 12 as a slave in Boni. He later took the name Jaja for his dealings with the British. He proved his aptitude for business at an early age, earning his way out of slavery, and was enculturated according to Ijaw Ibani rituals, and eventually established himself as head of the Ana Pepple House. Astute in business and politics, Jaja became the head of Ana Pepple House, extending his activities and influence by absorbing other houses, increasing operations in the hinterland, and augmenting the number of European contacts. Soon, a power struggle ensued among rival factions in the houses at Boni, leading to the breakaway of the faction led by Jaja. He established a new settlement which he named Opobo. He became King Jaja of Opobo and declared himself independent of Boni. King Jaja, an Igbo man, founded a new settlement and called it Opobo and became the first king of Opobo Kingdom. Opobo Kingdom was founded in year 1870 by King Jaja of Opobo. This new king of Opobo Kingdom, he traces his ancestry direct to King Jaja of Opobo. Now, King Jaja bloodline nine this king be. And the blood in this new king of Opobo is Igbo blood. Because their founder is Igbo and their origin is Igbo. After he was elected as the new king of Opobo Kingdom, he's saying that he wants to make sure that Ibani language, which is an Ijaw dialect, he wants to make sure that it will be introduced in Opobo Kingdom. Make Opobo children start to learn Ijaw language for school, so that with time, the Igbo language where Opobo people they speak go into extinction. His agenda is to wipe out the language of his ancestry. Can you imagine? Language where your papa they speak from Imo State, him ancestral home. Your papa come found new settlements, call am Opobo. The language where Opobo people they speak today, now the language where their founder, King Jaja, they speak. When King Jaja founded Opobo Kingdom, he came along with other Igbo people. That time for all those areas, now slavery, now be market for that place. Igbo people were captured and sold into slavery. So, people for all those places, now them they buy all those our Igbo people. So, when King Jaja founded Opobo Kingdom, all those Igbo people where be say they sell them into slavery. All of them come follow King Jaja, settle for Opobo Kingdom. Their language is Igbo language. So, now why did they speak that Igbo language reach today? But some false historians will tell you that the reason why Opobo is speaking Igbo language is because Igbo people in the southeast in those days are coming to trade in Opobo Kingdom. And that was why they no longer speak Ibani dialect. They are now speaking Igbo language. Bunch of lies. The first king of Opobo Kingdom is an Igbo man. New settlement where he found. Now when they talk, say that settlement not be Igbo settlement. Now, his own bloodline, that is now the king of Opobo Kingdom, is trying to erase the language of his father and replace it with Ijaw language. The king of Opobo, whether you like it or not, you Opobo people are fake Ijaw people. Ijaw people don't see you Opobo people as Ijaw people. Like I said, whether you like it or not, you people are fake Ijaws. This is what Wike said. The news was carried by Daily Post newspaper. This is what Wike said. He said, I was told to make Ijaw man governor, not someone from Opobo. Wike slams Fubara. Listen, pay attention. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, has said that the original Ijaw people, such as the Calabaris, kicked against him, making Siminalayi Fubara the governor of Rivers State because he is from Opobo. Ijaw people knows that Opobo people are Igbo people and not Ijaw people. Ijaw people from Calabari, they talk say, they no want any Ijaw man from Opobo to be the governor of Rivers State because they see Opobo people as Igbo people because Opobo people are Igbo people. Governor Fubara speaks Igbo language very well. He no learner from Southeast. That is their language in Opobo. Other Ijaw people are saying that Opobo people are fake Ijaw people. That is why I said that whether the king of Opobo like it or not, if he like, make he turn the language of Opobo Kingdom to Ijaw language, they remain fake Ijaw people. They will never be seen as one people by other Ijaw people, because other Ijaw people know say Opobo people not be Ijaw people. But they want to make sure that the language of Opobo change, so that that place go they identify as Ijaw territory. Make that they call that place Ijaw territory, now be waiting other Ijaw people want. But to see those Opobo people as one of their own na lie, because they know say these people are Igbo people. Asari Dokubo himself will tell you that King Jaja of Opobo is an Igbo man and not an Ijaw man. He go tell you. Asari Dokubo himself is an Igbo man. His great-grandfather is from Obosi. He was captured and sold into slavery to all those Ijaw areas. After some time, his great-grandfather became free. Today, Asari Dokubo, a descendant of a slave boy, is now the king of Kalabari Kingdom in Rivers State. Asari Dokubo is the same with Opobo Kingdom. King Jaja of Opobo na Igbo boy where they capture from Imo State, cancel am into slavery. Today, King Jaja of Opobo founded a kingdom in that River State. That is the same way Asari Dokubo's family was captured from Anambra State, Obosi, taken to Ijaw land. Today, Asari Dokubo is the king of Kalabari Kingdom. So many kings in Ijaw land you see today, they are of Igbo origin. So many of them are Igbo people that were sold into slavery. Later in the future, they become kings. All those Ijaw community where they see, so many of them are of Igbo origin. When white people came to the Niger Delta, they said that majority of the tribes in the Niger Delta, that is all those Calabar side, all those Ijaw side, and so on, say they are mostly of Igbo origin. So many of them, when they speak Igbo today for that place, say na Igbo people they be. Their origin is Igbo land. Asari Dokubo is an example. The king of Opobo, why do you want to change the language of your father from Igbo to Ijaw? E get any Ijaw people they threaten you to make sure say you change the language of Opobo from Igbo to Ijaw? Are they threatening you to change your language? The king of Opobo, what you did is very shameful. E dey very bad. Who not know say King Jaja of Opobo now of Igbo origin? Everyone knows that King Jaja is an Igbo man. As he settled for Opobo Kingdom, other Igbo slaves joined him there. He is of Igbo origin, and Opobo Kingdom is still speaking that Igbo language till date. Their culture and tradition is Igbo. Why is it that you that have Igbo origin, you that trace your ancestry to King Jaja of Opobo, you are trying to change the language of your place to please Ijaw people? You dey please Ijaw people when they see you as Igbo man. You are called a fake Ijaw. Other Ijaw people, they see the present King Jaja of Opobo as an Igbo man, not as an Ijaw man. So, if you like, change the language of Opobo to Ijaw. You people are fake Ijaw people. You are Igbo people. You can never be Ijaw. If you like, change your language to Ijaw. You can never be Ijaw. And that is because the history is there. If I see Opobo person, and my brother, they see. If I see Opobo people waiting at the scene, Igbo people. If they made they speak Ijaw, they be Igbo people. This thing they Opobo people hand. Opobo people should rise up and tell this their king to leave the language that they are speaking, which is Igbo, alone. Now only a people go fit stop their king if their king start to go to the wrong direction. As when a king does say one change in a language, when I tell and say no, say on a language in Igbo and not Ijaw. One evil thing about kingship be say, they don't talk, they say they don't talk. And that is the reason why my community Ogume will tell you that kingship is an evil practice. My community Ogume not going to tell you say kingship na better thing. They are always saying that kings are evil to the society. For example, say Ogume get king now. The king will just say, we Ogume people, we not be Igbo people, we be Bini people. I want to introduce Bini language to Ogume. Make our children start to speak Igbo language. Make we start to speak Bini language. And because they fear their king, they'll come, they talk, say, okay, our king don't talk, we love our Igbo language, we be Igbo people, but as our king talk, say, we be Benin people, make we accept them, no wahala, our king introduce Benin language to our schools, make our children start to speak Benin. Communities wey get king, now those kind of things that they talk. Kings are just like slave masters, and their people are their slaves. This thing na fact. Any king for this life where he say, he no dey impose anything on him people. He dey rule him people, just like papa and children dey live together. That is what we call king. The kings in Igbo land today, they no dey rule their people as slave and master. They rule their people as Ayenchabu for Ayenchabu one day. But this Opobo own, he wants to wipe out the language of his ancestry and impose the Ijaw language on his people. Is very bad. King of Opobo is very bad. Now bad thing you dey do so. Who are you trying to please? Are you trying to please Ijaw people? You get Ijaw people, they threaten you to change the language of Opobo. You get money where they give you to change the language of Opobo from Igbo to Ijaw. Ijaw people, they talk say, you Opobo people are fake Ijaws. They are not happy that Fubara is the governor of Rivers State. How many Ijaw people stood with Fubara when they are fighting him to remove him as the governor of Rivers State? Igbo in the southeast are the people that stood with Fubara. The president of Ohaneze Igbo, Senator Azuta Mbata, he stood firm for Fubara. He stand with Fubara, stand with and they defend them. Say nobody go remove him from being the governor of Rivers State. Why Senator Azuta Mbata do like that now? Because Fubara is an Igbo man. Some people are saying that Fubara traced his ancestry to the palace of King Jaja of Opobo, saying to na royalty traced to King Jaja of Opobo. Some people they thought say Fubara is not related to the palace of King Jaja of Opobo, but that Fubara traced his ancestry to those Igbo people that founded Opobo with King Jaja. That is what some people are saying. So even if Fubara they bear all those Ibani names, he is of Igbo origin. Fubara speaks Igbo fluently. Opobo people now na hand the day. If na like, make una sit down, they look una king, make it wipe out the Igbo language una they speak, then impose the Ijaw language on you people. Una eye they open, they won't change una language. Because I say, una they practice kingship. Every community we get king, make una they pray, say, king where una get for future, no go come change una identity, just like the king of Opobo Kingdom, they do so. The most important thing here is that, if una like, make una change the language of Opobo to Ijaw, Opobo remains a community with Igbo origin. The palace of Opobo Kingdom is of Igbo origin. So if they like, may they change everything about them to Ijaw people. Other Ijaw people will continue to see Opobo people as fake Ijaws, but Igbo people. Ishiagwale.